The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. This one quickly out wide, and he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. 11 empty. 11 empty. Stop.
Here's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You look at this Raiders defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Here we go.
3rd down and 6. Burrow will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Garoppolo. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And they work this run upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 6. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that down.
There he goes, left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Breida is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Touchdown Raiders! Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Finish this thing off in the end zone. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 2, ready?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Now you could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here we go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Gun.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11,
Right back to Brown. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
11 MT. Stop.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Stay hot.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Taken down at the 42. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
2.
They go counter with Breida. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. This now a 3rd and 4. Beckham goes in motion left. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be...
And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
Normally we think about big swings and scores before a half. We think offense, but this time their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
And this will be taken at the 13. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
Twenty-one. Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
49-yard line. Here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's caught by OBJ. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
The Bengals 46-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And that's complete to Adams. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Raider offense set to get this drive started. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. To throw is Garoppolo. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go, here we go.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
11 mighty. Stop.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT, take.
It's complete, and he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 107 yards rushing here for Breida. This is a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He finds his target, Beckham. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Garoppolo now. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here we go.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. A run between the tackles with Breida. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They fights him off, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Carlson is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11,
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help, Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll run on third down with Brown. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
13.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
11.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here we go.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11. Stop.
Now Burrow. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers. but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
I'm one, right?
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
11 coming. Stop.
An inside give, Brown. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down. Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw, Burrow. That is incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
I got this. Here we go.
Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Raiders, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.